Hi guys, this is Brenda from Planty Pants. It's been a while since I've seen you all and I apologize for that, but things have been pretty whacked. We went to Tennessee for a week, we painted our bedroom, the garden's coming down to a close, and I've been right out straight. So I apologize for not keeping you updated with what's going on in my plant collection. But I will today. What I'm going to be talking about is the beautiful growth that's been going on with lots of my plants. But what has happened is when you have as many plants as I do, which is well over 400, probably close to 5, you water them and you take care of them, but sometimes they're tucked away in places and you don't really notice what's going on until you notice, and it's like, woo, look at this. So I want to share some of that with you. If this is the first time that you have ever watched one of my videos, thank you so much for joining me. Please like and subscribe if plant videos are your cup of tea. I have hundreds of plants and I'm always doing something, and you can give me ideas for more creative content, things that you'd like to see. I was thinking about doing a video in the near future with just a little bit of getting to know you video, you getting to know me rather, I should say. I was going to share some things about my life, and why not? You're watching. Maybe you care. Maybe you don't. We'll see. So first of all, this morning, I would like to show you, this is just a real brief show and tell, my Stapelia Grandiflora. This plant, oh dear, hold on. This plant I have had for years. And I don't know if you can, well, she's in a really heavy ceramic pot because she, as you can see, she's really heavy. And the pot that it's in is small. The only thing that I have done with this in the years that I've had it is I cut off a really big piece recently and gave it to a friend. But what I wanted to show you were these 3 beautiful little flowers that have popped up in the last couple of weeks. I've never had more than one. This is the first year she's given me more than one. And what I want to show you, if you look really carefully at these flowers, I think that they are absolutely magnificent. They're hairy, they're soft, they're fuzzy, they're beautiful, they're unique, they are absolutely gorgeous. The only thing that I don't like about them is that they're short-lived. So, having said that, this is a beautiful plant, very, very easy to take care of. It is a succulent, I water it. This is one of my succulents that I do water once a week, a little bit every week, because she seems to need that. But you can see this is all relatively new growth where she put out 3 new flowers. So, Stapelia Grandiflora. I used to think it was a Stapelia gigantea, but the blooms don't stink. They don't smell like anything, literally nothing. Maybe. No, really, there's no smell. Because people say, oh, those flowers stink. Well, mine don't stink, so I don't think it's a gigantea. I think it's a grandiflora. So there's number uno for you. Beautiful plant, very easy to care for. She's in full sun, as much sun as I can give. That's number 1. Stapelia Grandiflora. And this is number 2. I'm going to have to back up for this one. This is my Syngonium white butterfly. And okay, hold on a second, I'm going to back up. Wait. This plant has grown so much. And this piece right here, I didn't notice. It's staked up, but look at it. It just grows and grows and grows. So I'm going to have to cut that off and propagate it. But this plant is absolutely beautiful. It's a white butterfly. The leaves, I think the leaves are just gorgeous. I'm going to give you a couple of close-ups. Yeah, look at that. She's so pretty. This plant is pretty thirsty. I water her every week. She is at, well, let me show you this. So this is the front, obviously. This is the back. If I took her out of the window, it's like she's got everything going on in the front. It's like, look at me, look at me. So she's a beautiful showcase plant. I absolutely love her, and she's going to get chopped pretty quick. But Syngonium confetti, she's growing beautifully this year, and I just wanted to share that with you. Very easy to grow. These are stupendous beginner plants. So if you're just getting into planting houseplants, growing houseplants, get yourself a Syngonium. They don't get much easier than this. All right, that's number 2. Number 3, I think I showed you guys, I'm not sure if I did it on a video, but this is my Monstera stiltepicana that I put on a, it's not really wood, it's a piece of particle board, like a cork tile, and it has tape on the back, sticky on the back, so that you could actually like stick it to a wall or something. So I just took the sticky halfway off and I put a dowel in there so that it would hold it up. And as you can see how small the leaves were when I started her, they were very, very small. Well, not very small, you know, like, I don't know, inch and a half. And as it started growing up the pole, not too much happened until recently. And look at the size of this new leaf. The newest leaf is huge. So I'm really happy about that. So what I'm going to do is I have more of these, so I'm going to extend this pole so that it continues to grow up, because it really loves, those roots adhere really beautifully to this cork board, or wood. You could use wood. The only thing that I'm a little bit bummed about now is that, see how it's kind of going sideways here at the top? So I'm going to have to sort of cheat it around the front a little bit carefully, so the roots, although it might be kind of cool to, no, because then you'll see this white. No, I'm not going to twist it around. I want it to just go up one side. So anyways, this is my Monstera stiltepicana. Very, very, very easy plant to grow. Look how beautiful the leaves are. You see that? So pretty. Oh my land, I love this plant. So I wanted to show you that. Not so pretty right there, but at the top it's pretty. So I'm going to keep it going up. That's number 3, Monstera stiltepicana. Number 4 is my Florida Ghost. I showed you that when it first started growing a few, I don't know, maybe 6 weeks ago. Look at her now. Now, I don't know a lot about Florida Ghost, but I have it growing in pond. And the leaves, when I got it, it was just, actually it was a node with 2 beautiful leaves, a big fat node. And when it started growing, it was just, oh my land, I'll have to drop a picture so you can see. It was just one little tiny growth area. And then I got 2 leaves. So now I have 4 leaves, and the 5th leaf is starting. You can see it right here, right there. But the leaves are beautiful. When they first came, they were white, and now they're kind of sort of turning like a lime green, which is gorgeous to me. So I'm going to keep it in this pond. This baby is growing in my IKEA cabinet, so I will keep her in there. But I'm very excited about the growth with my Florida Ghost. Super pretty. The leaves are just stupendous. I just absolutely love the leaves. They're so soft and shiny and beautiful. I freaking love them. Love them. They're so pretty. So, Florida Ghost, update. She's doing great. All right. Next is my gorgeous Alocasia bakiana. Now this plant I have struggled with because it kept getting spider mites. Alocasia are famous for that, but I finally got it under control, and she just keeps on putting out new growth. What I love about this plant the most are the petioles. They are super cool looking, spotted, gorgeous, almost looks like lizard skin or something, snake skin. And the newest leaf is right here. It's not hardened off yet, but it is perfect. Perfect, perfect. I'm going to turn around so you can see it. Yep, perfect. And this is just a really beautiful plant. I kind of thought it might be more of a pendulum plant, but it totally isn't. But I love her. She is no longer in my IKEA cabinet. She was, but she got spider mites too many times, and I didn't want her to be in there to maybe infect my other plants. So Yeah, this is beautiful. Alocasia bakiana. Pretty, pretty. I love that the back of the leaves are kind of purplish. They have a pretty purple vein across the back. Really, really gorgeous. Love this plant. Easy to grow. She's pretty thirsty. I give her a drink every week. And she's in kind of indirect sunlight, not full sunlight. So there's that one. And then this guy's crazy. I hope I don't knock it over because I have to do something with it really soon. This is one of those ones that was hiding. All right, let me show you. It is my Philodendron by pedifolium. Now, I gotta go back again. This plant has grown, I cut it off right here. I feel like it was only a couple of months ago, you guys. Maybe 3 or 4 months ago. And look how much it's grown. Look at those leaves, how big they are. Aren't they beautiful? I think I might put it on a moss pole, but I'm not sure. But it's got a brand new leaf coming that's not hardened off. This one here, and this one is another one coming. But these plants, I love this plant so much. It's so gorgeous. I just absolutely love it. And it just came right out of nowhere and just grew like crazy. So I think I am gonna have to probably hack it off again and root it. Probably like right here. I will cut it very soon, right here. And then I'll cut this piece right here out from here to here. So it'll grow again from this node. And then I will root this, and I think I'm gonna put it on a moss pole because it's just, I love, love, love these leaves. Oh my land, you guys. These are so easy to grow too. So easy to grow. Look how beautiful the leaves are. So pretty. So Philodendron by pedifolium. I water it once a week. She's pretty thirsty. As you can see, she's really not stable with just a stick in there, so I have to do something more permanent with her. Love it. I hope you do too. It's one of my favorite plants. And the last one I want to show you is my humongous, oh my goodness, Anthurium Big Red Bird. Now this plant is another one that I struggled with. And to be honest with you, I just think that the leaves are magnificent on this plant. It's really just that simple. And the newest leaf, I feel like it's this one right here. It's just finished hardening off. So freaking gorgeous. I love it. And look, it already has another one starting. Another one starting. So it's continually growing. Again, I feel like I have to pull this away a little bit because it's pretty magnificent. This leaf is unbelievable. It has these really cool, like, almost like knuckles at the top of the leaf, right at the end of the petiole where it meets the leaf. These really strange, you see them? That's pretty cool. But you can see the root system's really good. This guy gets a drink just about every week. Super beautiful. I absolutely love this plant. Anthurium Big Red Bird. Now, you know the thing about this plant, you guys, is that I got it just because it was an anthurium and I thought it was rare. You know, I've had it for a long time and it hasn't grown very well, but it is now finally growing really well. It's got really great established roots. You can see right there at the base there how nice and fat that root is. But I don't know if they flower. I keep looking online, like if you YouTube or Google Anthurium Big Red Bird flower, you don't ever see one. So I'm thinking that it doesn't perhaps flower. This is the oldest leaf and it's a little bit damaged. That happened in the greenhouse cabinet when it was in there. It got burned. But it's actually the very oldest leaf, so that's probably going to come off soon anyway. But I love this plant. It's just, I just love big honking plants. They're my weakness. All right. So there. I showed you the plants that I wanted you to see. Now what I'm going to do is, I've been putting this off for so long, you guys, is these. Let me get this leaf out of my face. These cute planters. They're coconut shells. They have holes in the bottom. And they came with a plant hanger. So you just put the pot right in here once you have a plant in it. And it will hold it. But you have to, of course, line it up the right way. Like that. And it's super cute. The problem that I had with these, you guys, first of all, I just love the way they look because they're natural and they're just really cool, is how small the holes are. A little 4-inch pot would not fit in there. It took me, I was just racking my brain. I didn't want anything to stick up because I think it would look stupid. So what I found today, finally, because I wanted to plant something in them, are, hold on just a second, I'll show you. Remember these pots? Remember these pots that I showed you that I got on Amazon that are so stinking cute that have an inside pot? Well, the inside pot fits perfectly right in there. So I can plant in them. And I do have 2 inside pots right here. So I'm going to be planting plants in here for you. The exciting thing about this is that I'm giving you an update. You remember when I told you, or when I said, guess the name of this plant because I couldn't figure out what it was, but I was convinced that it was a philodendron? Oh, it wasn't a philodendron. I'll show you what it was. Here she is. Remember I had her in here in pond? Which I do have her in here in pond. It's a Syngonium Lenocardi Road. So let me tell you the story about that. I ordered a Syngonium Cardi Road months ago and it died. Well, I thought it died. And then it was in moss, and I came across this little tiny wet stick that was in moss, and it had a little tiny growth area. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this must be from, because I had ordered philodendron about the same time, so I thought that that's what it was, one that didn't make it. So pretty soon it started growing, and this is what it grew into. So it was that Cardi Road. I mean, that was months ago. It was just in some moss somewhere accidentally. I found it. So here it is. I happen to have another one that's beautiful. So what I'm going to do today is I am going to plant this Syngonium Lenocardi Road with this one in this pot, and I'm going to hang it. Yeah! All right. I'm going to bring you down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. Push these plants out of the way because they're just taking up so much room. All right, so this is the pot that I'm going to be using, and I can go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put this pond in. This is really a cash pot, there's no hole. So let's just see what this looks like. Just pond. Now I have to be careful that I don't damage the roots too much, so I'm going to pull gently. Very, very gently. I'm going to try to not tear them, and I just tore one little tiny piece, that's all. All right. Well, here's one beautiful piece of Syngonium Cardi Road. Lenocardi Road. Like I told you before. Oh my gosh, you could just see what I do with it. I just friggin' picked off the wet stick. What was left of the wet stick? Look, it's right here, you guys. It's right here. Oh. That's how scrawny it was. Hold on. That's how scrawny the wet stick was. And this is what grew from it. Look at those beautiful roots. Syngonium Lenocardi Road. I love this Syngonium just because it's so unique and it's purple and red. All right, so I'm going to get the bulk of this, actually probably all of this pond off. And, all right, so there's there's this one. It's going to go in there. And then this one is already in soil and she's growing great. So we'll just take her out of here. Beautiful root system. This is a very hardy plant, you guys. So what I'm going to do is just get the soil off of here as much as I can. It doesn't really matter that I get it all because it's going back in soil. But I do want to get most of it because this is kind of a denser soil, and I feel like I want it to be a little bit better draining. So I'm going to use all of my new mix, which has got all kinds of good stuff, good aerating components. So there. All right. So there's one and there's two. This is very exciting to me. Wait, this is stuck. Very exciting to me. So I'm going to go like this, put them together, and they're going to go in here. Ta-da! All right, let's see. So I've got my soil right beside me like I always do, and it is beautiful. I'm going to let you show you this because this is my newest mix, and I'm super excited about it. All right. Beautiful. I'm going to put a teeny bit in the cup, not much. Teeny bit in this cup, and I'm going to very carefully place these gorgeous roots into the pot. I'm going to try to separate a little bit so maybe I can get them to grow like one on each side. Not extremely close together, in other words, not like side by side. All right. So I am going to make sure you can see me. Put some soil in there. Use my fingers and get some more. Okay, like I have to make sure that I let's see. We had a really wonderful time in Tennessee visiting my son. So excited to retire there, or even go there sooner than retirement, depending on what, where God brings us. We're looking. Another winter is coming in Maine, and I will just tell you right now, this is one of the things that I kind of wanted to share a little bit, that, there's a lot going on with my life. My husband has myotonic muscular dystrophy, and as the years go by, he has more and more pain in his legs, and there's a lot that we can't do anymore, like hike and walk and ride bikes or anything. If we can get to Tennessee sooner, we will. Yeah. So I planted this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this, you guys. Although I feel like it needs to be. I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be great. There's one. Now the other plant that I want to put in this pot is really going to be kind of fun. It is my, honestly, I don't know what it is. It's a kind of Huernia, but look at the pot that I have it in. I have it in this little dinky pot. So the truth of this is that I put this like two little pieces. I stuck them in here a long time ago, and look what's happened. But it's beautiful, right? Yeah. So I am going to plant this into the other coconut pot. I'm really excited to be doing this. So we'll put a little bit in there. Let me bring you down with me again. This is probably going to be all root. Let's just take a peeky. Oh, we got some roots coming out the bottom. And it is all roots. See? gonna squish this just a little bit. Not too much because I don't want it to fall apart. And I can see that I already need to put more soil in here. So I will. So now we're just gonna set that right in there. And we're gonna fill in the gaps. This is very exciting for me, you guys. I got these coconut planters months ago and I was like, what on earth, what can I do? First I had cheap plastic cups in there and I was gonna like melt holes in the bottom, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to do that. So then this morning I just really started brainstorming and looking around at what I have, and I thought, wait a minute, what about those cool little gray pots? All right, so this is now repotted, which it needed to be, oh, look, this piece came off. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'll show you. It's pretty darn simple. I'm gonna just, oops, wait, we gotta have some more in there. Hold on. Stand by. Right there. So what I'm gonna do is take something, probably this little tag from the Cardi Road, make a hole. This is as simple as it is, you guys, and shove it in. I am not kidding. That's all you have to do to plant these. You don't have to let it harden off. You just stick it in the soil. So that's what I just did. Okay? So, there. Oh my goodness, I'm really excited about this. There's number 2. This is some kind of Huernia. It's not a Stapelia because Stapelias don't have such pointy ends. Isn't this plant cool? It's a succulent, needs full sun. So I'll be hanging this where a place where it absolutely will get full sun. So there. Now these are going to be hanging in my windows. So you know what? Oh my gosh, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging till the end. I hope you did. And I hope you liked and subscribed. I'm really trying hard to come up with interesting content. I have so many plants, and if I had the time, I would just videotape every single thing that I did, but I can't. So I still have a full-time job and, oh my land, tons of commitments, but I love my plants and I love sharing my knowledge that I do have about them. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to one another. Why do I say that? Because sometimes people just aren't nice. And I think it's really easy to be nice, you know. So take care and God bless.